Tunic is a game where knowledge is power. From hidden game mechanics to secret languages, 100%ing this game requires at least a bachelor's degree. And unfortunately, I got mine in theater arts. But goddammit, I'm gonna give it a go anyway. To get all 36 achievements, I'll need to defeat 6 insane bosses, solve mind-bending riddles that ended up making my desk look like, well, this, and collect every page of the legendary game manual. And then there's this achievement. This stupid fucking god damn. You know what? I'm getting mad right now just looking at it. But we'll get to that later. This is 100% of... Before we begin, I just want to give a quick spoiler warning. This game has a lot of secrets. I mean, a lot. And I'm not talking Easter eggs, I'm talking game-changing, fundamentally impactful secrets. A lot of the joy I got from playing this game was discovering those secrets for myself. So if you have any desire to play this game, I say buy it and complete it before you watch this video. It is well worth it, trust me. Then, once you're done, you can maybe come back and watch me do it. Okay, on with the video. This is 100% of Tunic. We start our adventure washed up on the shores of a mysterious land. This is our hero, a cute little foxy fellow with tiny paws and a heart of gold. I think I'll name him Lil Dude. Yeah. The first thing I noticed was the lack of tutorials. No pop-ups for controls, no drop-down menus, no nothing. So with my expert knowledge of Souls-like games, I figure out how to roll with the A button, using up a little bit of green in the process. This is our stamina and our health. No dip. Next, I headed up the path to this weird yellow thing that certainly isn't important, and after a bit more button mashing, discovered the left bumper opens the inventory. Here we've got, this and that and this for, putting stuff in. It seems like we can collect 3 of these things. Awesome. There are also 3 slots for allocating items on X, Y, and B. Very cool. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just a cute little guy. Well said, Angus. A bit down the path, I run into a door with a mailbox, which belongs to... Right, okay, I think I need to give up on trying to understand anything. Inside, I find a chest containing our first item and first achievement, the stick. I assign the stick to my X slot and continue on. Outside, I learn that holding left trigger engages a lock-on, and I immediately use my newfound weapon to club some slimy goobers. A little further up the path, there's a sign pointing to the hero's grave, which sits behind a locked door. Next, I try going left towards this fox statue and a fork, but I'm blocked by a pesky bush. Up the stairs, I fight some more gooby boys, and I'm hurt for the first time. Oh, that got hurt. Can I heal? No, Angus. No, you cannot. Further up, I find a glowing fox shrine. Now this is a checkpoint if I've ever seen one. Pressing A, I rest up and get my red back to full. Continuing left, I find a key and a cool telescope, which gives me a nice little view of all sorts of nasty baddies yet to come. With my key, I head back down to try it out on the door, and find out that I can sprint by holding the A button after rolling. Thank God I figured that out sooner rather than later. The key works on the door, and inside, I find a glowing piece of paper and pick it up. On half the page is that language I can't understand, and on the other, clues as to where to go next. It seems that I'm gonna have to ring some bells Dark Souls style, and uncover a treasure that has the power to defy death. On the other side of the page, it tells me about the game screen, showing my health, stamina, and magic, something past Angus was very excited about. Health points, stamina points, magic points, I don't even have magic yet. It also tells me that everything hurts more when I'm tired, so I'll have to be careful not to run out of stamina. Interestingly, there are also arrows pointing to other pages. Dude, am I collecting? I'm collecting the manual. That's so cool. Yes, indeed, past Angus, you are. And don't worry, it gets so much cooler. Continuing out the other way, I find an already looted chest and a secret passage leading to another chest, which gives me this thing. Oh, this thing. Oh, how this thing will come to haunt me. Pushing on, I find this weird statue thing with more cryptic writing, a chest with a bunch of gems, and a doorway leading me to the East Bell Tower. Stupid manual, I don't gotta go through all these other areas. I mean the bell's right here. Oh, right, fair enough. In this room, I also get my next page of the manual, which shows me the full controls and how to sprint. Of course, being the gaming prodigy I am, I already figured that out. This is so cool. Collecting the manual. What an awesome way to present information in the game. Past the bell, I find this ladder, and after a short fall and a rest at a checkpoint, I'm at my next location, the East Forest. Here I encounter a new pew-pew type enemy and a well, which asks me a question I couldn't possibly begin to understand. Further on, I get my money up, find a viewpoint to gaze across this new area.
This is a beautiful game.
Obtain a new berry item of dubious purpose, and collect my next manual piece, which sits atop a familiar yellow platform. Interesting, very interesting. These pages tell me more about the lock-on feature as well as stamina, rolling, and flinching mechanics. After almost dying up this way,
I don't know if I'm ready for you guys.
I decide to go left to Guardhouse 1, where I bonk some slimes, and up the ladder I climb. At the top, I'm rewarded with my first healing potion, and I chug that shit immediately. With my newfound confidence, I try the upper path again, absolutely dominate, and claim my prize of, wow, a whopping 15 gems. With the path through Guardhouse 2 blocked, I head right down the path to Hero's Grave. I bonk some big slimes, almost died to some pew-pews, and open this big gate. Beyond it, I get my second weapon and achievement, the sword. Not only is this a big damage upgrade, but now I can cut down those pesky bushes. No hedge is safe. I also find a new fox shrine type that says, "Here lies the hero," but for now, I can't seem to do anything with it.
Is it me? Am I the hero?
Maybe you are, little dude. With my new sword cutting powers, I get some more moolah and cleave all bushes in my way. Back up the higher path, I revel in my newfound strength.
Dude, I feel already so much stronger. Dude, I'm unstoppable.
And unlock this big door leading to Guardhouse 1. Inside, I get a classic Metroidvania shortcut ladder and a new red shard that fills this 1 out of 3 slot in my inventory.
Bet that'll be like maybe a health upgrade or...
How right you are, Past Angus. Through the next door, I am faced with the biggest of boys, my first boss, the guard captain. Yeah, I clowned on him pretty hard. In the next room, I get a second health potion and continue up the stairs to ring the eastern bell. One down, one to go. Down in the bell room, I snip some hedges and find a secret path outside, where I find a new mysterious item that goes into an entirely new part of my inventory.
What the hell did I just grab?
Well, I guess there's no need to worry about that for now. I then make my way back down into Guardhouse 2, where I make a startling discovery.
Is that a bomb? What is that? Oh!
That's right. It seems this part of my inventory is for consumables.
I can equip them.
In the next room, I try out my new item. Yeah, that's pretty good. After absolutely massacring these fools, I find a new type of consumable behind this wall, and I continue out into the next area, the lower forest. Here, I find a chest out of reach with 2 hooks in between.
I think I needed some other kind of item.
And I fall for the oldest trick in the book.
Oh my god, it was a trap. I got a bunch of peppermint. Oh my god!
Try as I might, I'm overwhelmed by the spiders and bite the bullet big time.
Oh! His ass got me. His ass got me. Damn.
But instead of respawning, I find myself in some sort of astral sea area, perhaps a space between life and death. Here, I find what I can only assume to be my ghost mama, who wipes away my tears, smacks me on the butt, and says, "Get back out there, champ." That's how I get my third achievement for being resurrected.
Well, that was a crazy dream.
I head back down to the lower forest, kill these dudes for staring at a statue.
They were up here looking at this beautiful broken statue, and I just kind of jumped their asses.
And collect my stuff. In classic Souls-like fashion, this ghosty little dude is how I get back my gems when I die, though this game is much less punishing, only taking a portion at a time. I get my sweet fiery vengeance on the spiders and get a gold coin for my troubles. I keep heading up the path, only to find...
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was there the whole time.
Huh.
This game has a buttload of these kinds of secret hidden paths. I mean, I can only imagine what speedrunners are capable of. 17 minutes. Oh my god. With nothing left to explore, I leave the forest and on the way out, say this.
What if I use my coin?
I am truly baffled that I said this and proceeded to not try it. Past Angus, if I ever get my hands on you, I swear to God. Now equipped with my slicey sword, the world was my oyster. Back in the main area, I pick up this page.
Whoa.
This is a map of the overworld, and if you squint, you can notice little dude is on it. On the backside was another map of an area called Below the Well, which is apparently home to the humble Slorm. I am a big fan of the Slorm. I continued left, heading towards my next destination, the old house. Of course, taking my time to check every possible side path, and also shit my pants.
What?
Despite his terrifying appearance, this dude is a total chiller and purveyor of fine goods, like this shiny new health
I
potion.
guess I'll take it. I thought I was gonna fight. I fully thought I was gonna have to fight that guy.
Off to the left, I spied my next target, the West Bell.
Gotta get down, good lord.
In this next area, I fought some dudes and found yet another page atop a yellow platform. This page clarified some stability stuff, and on the other side,
Oh shit, here we go.
yeah, huge info dump. We got berries for health, we got berries for magic points, we got 3 types of bombs, we got peppers, ivies, effigies, and lures. And what's this? Ain't that thing we got earlier? But how do I use it? I mean, it can't be assigned.
Oh, get there when we get there.
I kept pushing on further left, meeting a new pew-pew guy and a new shield sword guy. But all fell to my mighty sword. In this courtyard area, I found a door that I couldn't open and a manual page I couldn't reach. It seems there was still a lot more to be discovered. I ventured upward, finding a shortcut back to the old house, as well as some bombs and another potion shard, bringing my total up to 2 out of 3. Back down south, I ran into a new enemy, which the manual has dubbed the Auto Bolt. This thing rocked my shit, I tell you what. But after our close encounter, it exploded into one of those prong things. It also dropped some blue crystals that didn't seem to go into my inventory. The more I played, the more questions I had. I went further left, finding a chest that gave me this coaster-looking thing. Upon picking it up, I discovered I could equip them in my inventory. I was beginning to form a theory.
That looks like the thing. Something about coins, and then maybe I use the coin. Just kind of flicked it.
Not quite, Past Angus, not quite. I also decided to try this head-looking item called effigies. If only I knew how much I would come to regret this decision. Further south, I found another effigy and decided to challenge this big green guy. My methods were less than noble.
That didn't feel right.
After my underhanded victory, the old house key was mine. Climbing down the ladder, I found more gems, a shortcut through the waterfall,
You always check behind the waterfall.
and another manual page. This page showed me an unnamed area I was yet to explore, along with a hint connecting the weird fox shrines and the yellow platforms. On the other side, a wonderful little drawing.
This game it's so confusing and so beautiful.
Along the beach, I found more chests, one with a gold coin and one with whatever this is. With my new key, I entered the old house.
Oh, is this my house?
Clearly, this was the house of a legendary hero, and inside this chest would be a legendary item to help me on my quest. Okay, the hero may have fallen on hard times. Now this is more like it. I kept exploring the backside of the house, finding another door I couldn't open, and a passage that led me back to the surface. Here I found a tooth, and these new bat tongue enemies found the blunt end of my fist. Behind this waterfall, I found this cool sparkly bowl, and I accidentally threw this ice bomb.
Okay, well that's what that does.
Further left, I found a red hot chili pepper, some flowers that fell into the tooth weird thing category, and a gate that seemed to go off the map up north. I wrapped back around south, taking the bridge right, where I had another close encounter of the Autobolt kind, and stared longingly at a manual page just out of reach. Luckily for me, right across this bridge was another manual page, and oh boy, was this a juicy one. This page contained a list of all those funny items I couldn't interact with earlier, along with their stat counterparts.
Can I upgrade myself at like rest sites?
Past Angus, you genius you. At rest sites, in return for gems, I could burn one of these items to level up the associated stat. Armed with new knowledge, I crossed over this bridge and went back to the central rest site, upgrading my attack, HP, and potion effectiveness, and getting a nice little achievement. Oh, and on the other side was a page with some info on dying, and a recommended stat level for an upcoming boss. How exciting. Now, with my newfound beefy bod, I was ready to take on the Underwell. But before that...
Perfectly execute a special technique? Huh? What did I do?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I did or what that special technique is. I literally have no clue. Down the ladder, I entered beneath the well, allowing a little dude to appear on this map. Here, I encountered my first Slorm, and what they don't tell you in the manual is these dudes blow the fuck up. Oh, but how could you stay mad at him? He's so cute. Honestly, this area was pretty easy. Blow up some Slorms, smack around some sword guys, open a few bridges, avoid whatever the fuck that is, and collect a whole lot of stuff. I also got a new manual page showing me a map that appeared to be below the overworld. And on the other side,
The frog's domain.
yeah, I was pretty excited to go there. Chasing this skull on the map, I turned right down a dark hallway and found myself interrupting a bad guy meeting.
All right, thank you for coming. I've called this emergency meeting because there's been a...
Hey, boss.
What? What is it, Peter?
I was just wondering, are we gonna be getting health insurance?
What?
Health insurance. Because, there's this fox guy running around, and I'm just worried
Oh,
that...
well, I don't know if I can afford that right now.
Yeah, totally, I get that. It's just that I'm only getting paid minimum wage, so...
Minimum wage? You're getting paid?
What?
You're getting paid for this?
Yeah, aren't you?
Nah, I just thought we were doing it for fun.
No, dude, you should totally be getting paid.
Nah, it's cool. I like killing.
Oh my god.
Okay, can we get back on track, please? The reason I called this meeting is because we've detected an intruder inside of the...
Past all that, there was this shrine where I used that fox totem I picked up earlier to level up my defense, and another manual page which showed me an area titled Beneath the Earth. It seems like I was going to need a lantern to explore this area, and luckily, back the way I came and down south a little bit, I found it. Right next to this ginormous, ominous, humming, purple obelisk. In my head, this is kind of what I imagine 5G towers to look like. I've never seen a 5G tower. On the other side of the page was this beautiful artwork of what I can only imagine to be a super easy boss that I'm gonna have no trouble with later. With my handy dandy lantern, I could now see in the dark, so past the shrine and up the ladder I went, entering the dark tomb. Here, I encountered some good old-fashioned bone boys who I happily sent back to the grave before they could even leave it, and spike traps to tiptoe around. After getting stuck, I consulted the map and discovered I had to light 2 skulls on either side of the room, revealing a secret ladder leading deeper into the tomb. I also got another cool coaster thing.
Still don't know what those mean.
Down the ladder, I found some more bombs and my 3rd potion shard, bringing my health potion total up to 4. I made my way through some more bone boys like a dog goes through chicken scraps, avoided some spiky floors, and watched this poor guy get absolutely obliterated. I'll be sure not to walk in front of any of those.
Oh. Crap.
Well, damn. After dying, I took the time to reflect on my actions and upgrade my potion effectiveness to level 3, returning to the laser room much more carefully. Upon clearing it out, I found a coin, an effigy, and opened this big old door. This door led me out into that same purple obelisk room, where I got another fox for defense and some cash money. The path continued left, spitting me out into the west garden.
Whoa.
Whoa, indeed. I messed around a little with another one of those weird fox shrines and this well, and found, nothing. So I kept moving until I reached another checkpoint. Then off I went exploring this new area. I found some cash, some blueberries, some peppers, this stupid accursed item, some laser shooting robo-boys who could freeze me, and lots of crocodiles. They spooked me something fierce, I tell you what.
I'm about to die. I'm straight up about to die.
Luckily, I found another checkpoint where I replenished my healing and upgraded my defense to level 3. I investigated another weird obelisk that seemed to be connected to one of those yellow platforms. But, much like a young bicurious Angus watching the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I was left with more questions than answers. Upwards and to the right, I fought off some gabagools, got some cash, and entered this mysterious cave under the bridge. Here, I found what I had been waiting for.
What is that?
With this new weapon, I could freeze enemies for a short while, allowing me to absolutely wail on them abominable snowman style. Using it for the first time also made my blue magic bar appear, which unlike health and stamina could only be recharged by collecting blue gems off dead people's bodies, like from this Robo Boy. I kept pushing forward, finding a cool leaf, a cool tooth, and a shortcut back to the checkpoint. This would be essential for what was just around the corner. But before that, I had a sneaking suspicion that I'd missed some things in the area, so I went back to explore some more. Lo and behold, I found another manual page not 10 feet from the checkpoint. This page showed me some helpful tips, such as which items affect which bar, how using your bombs eventually allows you to have them permanently in your inventory, and how rolling and attacking is a special technique? Is that what that thing was earlier? I don't even know what this does still. I mean, it's truly anyone's guess. On the flip side of the page was a very useful map for the West Garden. It also told me that sword boys are actually named rudlings, robo boys are named fairies, and croco boys are named chompignoms, which I think is just delightful. Aww. There's also this bastard. Can't wait for that. Returning to the shrine, I upgraded my attack to level 3, and then I went back up the rope to face the Garden Knight. My first attempt did not go so well.
There I go. Dead as a doorknob. That was bad. That was so bad.
My second attempt, however.
Oh, okay. I fucked up. I need to remember to block.
Okay, it also didn't go so well. But I killed him. I did kill him.
Come on. Nice. All right. that was really close. Oh, God.
Time to smash some pots in celebration, I guess. Oh, God. Fast Angus, stop, please. Stop. You have no idea what you're doing. With the Garden Knight defeated, I claimed my prize and ascended to the Western Bell.
Kind of sucks that my whole screen is just flashing red the whole time, but...
I smacked that sucker and got the achievement.
Boom. We done did something. I'm assuming that opens the sealed temple.
On the way to the now unsealed door, I visited the resident freak and checked out his new wares, buying some lettuce just for the hell of it, and nothing else, cause damn that shit is expensive.
1,000?
I stopped by this shrine to heal up and upgrade, getting my stamina points to level 2, and then headed up north.
I'm in.
Inside seemed to be some sort of temple, with large fox statues in prayer. Perhaps they worshipped some sort of fox furry god. Or maybe they worship whatever this is.
What the hell is this now?
Around this floating thing, there were 3 slots for 3 colored objects. 1 red, 1 green, and 1 blue.
Coincidence? I think not!
It seemed my collectathon was just beginning. To the right, I saw this doorway and headed through, coming across another manual page. And what this one revealed is actually insane. You know what else is insane? The fact that you're this far into the video and haven't subscribed. So you should go do that. Punk. Also, if you have any suggestions for games you want to see 100%, leave it in the comments below. Also, this is what I look like. I'm in my bathroom. This page. This one page changes everything.
Hold A for 3 seconds. What? 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 What is that?
But for now, I'm not sure how to use it, so we'll get back to that in a bit. On the other side, there's this cool art of the 3 crystals I've got to collect. I continue on the trail, flipping this bridge, heading outside and up this ladder. Up here, I get a nice little view of the shrine entrance, and at this golden obelisk, I get a new toy to play with. I immediately shoot myself in the face with it.
Ow! Now I got a pew-pew.
I keep heading right, blasting fools as I go, and somehow completely disregard this giant staircase. Very awesome. Down these ladders, I activate another secret passage, granting me access to a whole new area of the forest. Here I find a cute little plushy version of myself, and stumble across yet another obelisk. But this time, I know exactly what to do. As the obelisk slams into the ground, it activates this purple power strip, activating the nearby shrine and allowing me to grab the checkpoint. Nearby, I get a view of what's to come.
Holy. Lots to do, lots to see. Time's a wasting.
Heading over left, I activate another pillar and grab another page of the manual. This one gives me some hints as to where each of the RGB crystals are, and on the other side, this dope art of little dudes squaring up to someone. I wonder who that could be. Forging on, I head down the ladder and down beneath the eastern vault.
I don't have the map for this section.
Yes, actually, you do.
We're just kind of freeballing it.
No, you're just stupid. This was another pretty easy section, especially for an Australian like myself.
Damn, there's so many of them.
I killed some spideys, collected some loot, activated a ghost bridge, and found a mushroom. You know, normal cave stuff. Eventually I surfaced inside the eastern vault to these candle dudes praying around the obelisk. I activate this obelisk as well and continue up the stairs to the eastern vault main floor. Here I immediately find a manual page that seems to be hinting at some future bosses, the Librarian and the Scavenger boss, which again I'm sure are going to be super easy. After that I head upwards to get some ice bombs and a stamina point upgrade, then head down to clear the room. Once the foxes had been disposed of, I activated the obelisks, continued right, and got to the next checkpoint. Here I tried burning that cave mushroom I got earlier, which increased my magic points to level 2. Heading up, I find a little platform which gives me a sneak peek of what's to come. It seems like I'll need to activate some more pillars in order to open this gold door, and to do that, I've got quite a few candle boys to snuff, as well as this new enemy type, which can heal and damage in a large area of effect. Well, let's get to it.
Whoa. What? What?
We don't need to worry about that yet. And with that, we enter the interior of the Eastern Vault, where another huge discovery is waiting to be made.
I mean, this is what I'm curious about. Like, if I go here and rest, what happens? I get vaporized instantly.
Just kidding. We actually get transported to a hub world in the Astral Sea place we were earlier. That's right, we got fast travel.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
And even Ghost Mama's here. What truly boggles my mind is that this has been available the whole time. Playing this game a second time, knowing this, would be entirely a different experience. And now it's time for the game to turn me over and spank me on the bottom repeatedly. Back in the Eastern Vault, I head up to find our first big bad boss, the Siege Engine. Now this guy has it all. He poops fire, he pisses bullets, vomits laser beams. I mean shit, he slapped me so hard that little dude just got up and left.
Got backhanded. Alright, I got him into the last phase. Oh, there I go. There we go. Just walking away.
But you know what I've got? I've got a forehead made of steel that I will smash into any wall over and over and over again until I make it through.
Damn. I mean, what do I do about that? What do I do about it? I fucking... I'm so fucked. What the fuck? Yeah, what do I even do? What do I even do there? Yeah. Damn it. Damn. Yeah. Yep. I just need to lock in. I simply need to lock in. That one was miserable. What are you doing, Angus? I got beamed by the fucking thing. Fuck. Oh, I miffed it. It's okay. Damn. Got in the last phase again. I'm kind of doing the same shit.
No, I'm not too stupid to quit. I'm just smart enough to know that when I put my big honkin' mind to it, anything is possible.
Come on. Come on. Yes, let's go. Oh my god.
And just like that, the red crystal is mine. Or, I guess they're called keys. The red key is mine. Now that I have fast travel unlocked, I go back to the hub to figure out my next move.
So next, the ruined atoll. I feel like that makes
Sense.
While there, I see a page floating just out of reach, and accidentally teleport exactly where I need to be.
Wait, what? Where am I?
Don't worry, Angus, you're just exactly where you need to be.
Dude, I have no idea where I am.
Okay, so read. Read it! No, wait, where are you going? Okay, well, back in the hub, I check out the central portal, which takes me to this awesome floating sword, and then I go right, which takes me back to the old house. From there, I venture all the way back to the very first yellow platform at the start of the game, and use the fast travel to grab this manual page that was out of reach. This page gave me a list of contents for the manual, as well as a little lore dump. From what I can gather, a long time ago, the Fox people found some sort of ancient power that allowed them to defy death, which I'm sure, like many ancient powers, worked out great. From there, I headed back into the overworld and went right for some reason. On the beach, I see another piece of manual just out of reach, and another mysterious door I can't open. And I also find this random water room. I tried praying there, but nothing happens.
Cool hole.
Well said, Angus, well said. Eventually, I get my head on straight and I head back to the ruined Atoll. Atoll? Atoll? I'm just gonna say Atoll. You can correct me in the comments. This area, full of crabby dudes, bird fellas, and other various critters, has 4 obelisks, one on each corner. In order to progress, I'm gonna have to activate them. Before I embark, I burn another leaf, upgrading my stamina to level 3. Look at all that green. First, I head to the center of the island, where I find 4 fox statues pointing towards one larger fox statue who seems to be T-posing. Right? T-posing? That's funny, right? Okay. Up a little further, I kill this bird guarding a mushroom and pick up some ice bombs. I lift up this ladder, creating a nice shortcut for myself, and head up to the right. Here, I activate the first of 4 obelisks. Easy frickin' peasy. Up top, I grab another fox for defense, and down low, some cold hard cash. I then head up this ladder and encounter a familiar looking enemy. Could it be? that the frog domain is near. But before I plunge into the amphibious realm, there's a few more paths I want to check out. Back up top, I use a key that I found earlier to unlock this random door. Through it, I get some money and another potion shard. Lowering this rope, I unlock another shortcut to the main area. Continuing on, I find this red crab that I straight up have no idea how to kill, or even hurt for that matter, so I run for my fucking life. Up this ladder, I get another cool coaster, then exploring more to the lower right, I find my way up to the second obelisk. I continue heading left down low, where I encounter yet another impossible to kill crab, but this time I kill him? Yeah, I don't really know how I did this, to be honest. Perhaps it was because the lovely Slorm was here to assist. Slorm, you're a real one for real. Continuing on, I turn some purple ravens into NyQuil chicken sandwiches and open up another shortcut back to the central island. Deeper into that left corner, I slaughter some crabs and squids that would probably go great in a seafood hot pot. And damn, I wrote a lot of food stuff in here. I think I was really hungry when I wrote this section. After the gumbo was done, I headed up this hill to activate the third obelisk, which seemed to pump a bunch of purple goop into the ocean. Okay, so I show up here, kill all the natural wildlife, activate ancient machinery, and pollute the ocean. Am I the bad guy? Nah, no way. I mean, look how cute little dude is. No way he's bad. But this purple stuff definitely is. I mean, even getting close to it starts to slowly damage me. Not to mention, whatever that was. Warily, I kept moving forward until I'm immediately staggered and wombo-comboed into the spirit realm. Luckily, thanks to all the shortcuts I've gotten, getting back there takes no time at all, and I take my sweet revenge on my foggy foe. I also kill his kid too. I activate the final obelisk and make my way back to the center statue. Praying in front of this statue opens it up, allowing me to teleport into this mysterious floating island area. And, yeah, I'm stuck. The only way forward is to use those prong things, but I don't know how to use those prong things. Well, I guess you know what that means. That's right, it's frog domain time, baby! Okay, but I gotta level up my defense for frog time, frog time, frog time! Climbing down the ladder into frog domain, I am overjoyed. I mean, what wonders will await me? Will there be frog food? Frog entertainment? Maybe I'll even find frog love. Going to the frog domain, gonna cause these frogs some pain, gonna stab them in their tongue, gonna stab them all night long. Arriving in frog domain, I grab the checkpoint and level up my magic points to level 3. I then ruin these poor frog boys' platonic spa time and head up right into this altar room. There's a fox guy and a whole gaggle of goobers looking upon a mysterious relic. Ooh baby, I'ma steal it. I press on down the path, taking a right, where I find some HB flowers and cutest de grenouille. Okay, no way that was right.
Quies. Duh. Grunu-e.
Yeah, okay, that's what I meant. Then I head left, which opens up into this main cavern area. I collect some strawberries, some money, and kill hella frogs. In my own words,
These frogs suck.
damn right they do. I then open the main gate and head in. Here I find a tooth, and surprisingly, the gold door is already open.
Already stolen? Well, shit.
Yeah, tough. But I leave the disappointment behind me, heading right where it's immediately cured by an awesome explosion chain reaction. And of course, some bombs. Continuing on, I open up this shortcut and head back to the checkpoint to level up my attack to 4. Returning to the altar room, I make quick work of the frogs and claim my big purple ball prize. Once again, the world opens up before my very eyes. With my new tentacle whip, I can grab onto those hooks from earlier, allowing me to reach all sorts of new places. But it's not just the hooks, it's the prongs too. Nowhere is safe from little dude's reach now. I immediately head back to the center statues and cross to the floating island.
Whoa. What? God, dude, wait, this is awesome.
This is the Great Library, a large cluttered space filled with all sorts of juicy lore stuff, and this moving table which scared the poop out of my butt.
Oh, shit.
He's actually super chill, kind of adorable to be honest. I head up the stairs in the back, round this big column, and up another ladder, leading to this sort of study area. Chalkboards show designs for some of the robots we've encountered, and there's even a drawing of the game cartridge itself. Whoever this librarian dude is, he's a smart fella. While I'm more of a fart smeller, immediately smashing his glass cases and stealing some manual pages. This one gives me a map of the Cathedral, and on the flip side, the layout of all the fast travel pads. This one gives me a drawing of an ominous mountain door, as well as a list of those coaster-looking things I've been collecting. It appears each one provides some sort of passive effect. Very cool. And this one gives me a map of the Quarry,
Gun?
and a map of the swamp. Bone boys are actually called fleamers, which I think is very cute. Further up, I activate an obelisk showing that they do power the checkpoints and teleport pads.
This does not seem safe, man.
And I get my stacks up once again. At the checkpoint, I level up my HP to 4 and head up the ladder to face my next foe, the Librarian. I mean, this is cinematic.
No way. Are we fighting? Oh, God.
This fight was a tricky one, with the Librarian spending most of the time floating just out of reach, summoning enemies, projectiles, and sending slashers and lasers my way. Occasionally, he would do this slam attack, which gave me a quick opportunity to lay on the hurt, which I tried to do, not so successfully.
Can't block that. Can't block that. I feel weird trying to kill this guy. I feel like he knows. Like, I want to study from him. I want to study him.
Unfortunately, I would have to cast aside my thirst for knowledge and slay this nerd. For I am Video Game Angus, conqueror of video games.
Okay, what am I doing? That's so bad. I'm so bad. I don't need it. Okay. Shit. Damn. Okay, that was going well though. I think I got the strategy down. Oh, god damn it! I didn't stand a chance. My cute little butt's gonna kick your ass. Oh, what? Oh, come on. Oh, I get fucking licked by the goddamn. Just ramming my skull into the wall over and over and over again. I like how it feels. Like how it feels in my noggin. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh, I got trapped in the corner. Oh, really wishing I had that gun that I saw earlier. I don't know why I did that. Damn it.
This took me quite a few attempts, again due to my innate stubbornness and lack of pattern recognition. Eventually, I settled on this setup, with the ice dagger to freeze him up close, and the tentacle whip to pull him out of the sky. At some point, I also equipped this coaster called the Orange Peril Ring. I didn't know this at the time, but this absolutely carried me through this fight. Essentially, whenever I got to low health, I would start doing massive damage, which worked great for me because I was essentially always about to die. Finally, after many deaths, I managed to noogie this dork unconscious.
Come on. Come here. Yes, yes, let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whew. Holy moly. Wow, wow, wow. That was something. Yet again, a nail biter. Keep doing that.
Coming out victorious, I grab the green key and bounce, leaving the Librarian not looking so hot. You good, buddy? You need a water? From there, I fast travel back to the hub, say hi to Ghost Mama, and try out this secret pad that wasn't in the manual. It leads me to this strange purple room that seems to go nowhere, so that's cool. I head back into the hub and go to the town ruin instead. Back in the overworld, I can use my new tentacle whip to sneak around to all sorts of crazy places. First, I go to this lower path, grabbing a new coaster and making my way north towards the quarry. Along the path, I activate a few obelisks that send power to this massive structure in the back, opening a large, spooky door. I grab this checkpoint next to this teleport pad, and before I head deeper into the quarry, I decide I want to go back to the overworld and grab some chests that were hidden behind prong gaps. I grab lots of money, a coin, a plushie, a HP flower, and some bombs. I also stumble upon this room by my house, which will be very important later. After my collectathon, I return to the quarry checkpoint, upgrading my HP to level 5, then venture out to explore the new area. I'm gonna be honest, the quarry is tough. The area has some wonderful new enemy types, such as foxes with greatswords, foxes with bombs, and foxes with fucking guns. There is also a bunch of this exposed purple crystal that seems to be powering the obelisks. When it's nearby, it quickly drains not only your health, but your max HP as well, which is brutal. It also makes it even easier for you to get one-tapped by the gun enemies, which happens a lot. I keep heading up the path, fending off enemies with my fire wand, and I find some blueberries, another tooth, and yet again get 360 no-scoped. Back at the checkpoint, I get my attack to level 5. This next time, I go for a less subtle approach, just sprinting my way through the entire area. This somehow works, allowing me to take less damage from the crystals and make my way up here where I pick off the enemies from a distance. Heading up and to the left, I find this shortcut and press on to the top of the monastery. Inside, there are lots of purple crystals, but I managed to barely scrape through, opening this gate and getting a vital item for my success in the quarry. This coaster is the gas mask, which allows me to go near the crystals without getting damaged. It is extremely useful, and also makes me look kinda cool. This item also clued me in that I didn't actually need the gold coins to activate the coaster abilities and that they were simply passive. That was a pretty big revelation for Pastangus. Continuing out to the left, I kept exploring, grabbing some cash and discovering a useful shortcut to a new area. Down here on the brink of death, I begin my search for the almighty gun. I'm very close to the gun. I can smell it. First finding another fox totem, cash, and some bluebies. Knowing the gun was up on this ridge, I aggroed these enemies, getting the high ground and carefully picking them off with my fire wand. Now, with the path open, I sprinted, open-armed, to my beloved gun. Yes! Not gonna lie, this weapon is truly busted. I mean, it is a gun, I guess. It one-shots most basic enemies in the game and staggers those who don't immediately die. The trade-off, of course, being a high magic cost. Along this ridge, I also get the third potion shard I need, giving me 5 health potions total. Yay! I gotta say, I was feeling pretty spiffy with my new gun, so I pressed on with low health and a dream, and was immediately one-tapped once again. Back at the checkpoint, I got my defense up to level 5, then headed back down to collect my drop belongings. I continue to fight my way down, eventually getting to the quarry floor, where I run up to the right and come face to face with the big spooky door from earlier. Inside, blue lights light the halls. Dead scavengers lay on the ground. The golden door stood open. I made my way through and onto an elevator that took me even deeper into the earth. This was the Ziggurat. In this strange place, robo-boys patrolled through the sky. Metal blue-lit bridges like catwalks guided me from island to island. Even my checkpoints had me praying not to a fox, but to a robotic, one-eyed being. Things were certainly weird down here, and it was about to get weirder. I kept heading deeper, running into big packs of fairies and autobolts, the first group of them quickly killing my stupid ass. I returned, smarter and stronger, my gun making quick work of them. Taking a right, I found what I thought to be an obelisk atop a tower, but after praying at it, it quickly came to life, smashing into the earth and firing lasers. I fought it off, then headed down the ladder and into the building. Inside, I found a cute little plushie of myself, and a horrible, horrible secret. Underneath the Ziggurat were hundreds, no, thousands, of corrupt purple foxes. And it just gets more twisted. It seems that these foxes were inside the obelisks. They were living batteries, and this entire world was powered by them. Disturbed and afraid, I pressed on, wandering out into an open space with purple liquid floor. I nabbed a quick checkpoint, some bombs, and then yet again fell for the oldest trick in the book. These corrupted foes blinded my screen and split apart when damaged, quickly overwhelming me. But with the power of the gun, I survived. Going right, I found some autobolts and nabbed my 6th healing potion, and boy was I gonna need it. It seemed I was following this conveyor belt of fox batteries somewhere. On the way, being swarmed by more foxes and autobolts. I grabbed some ice bombs, strawberries, blueberries, and made my way to the next checkpoint. Further down, I saw another obelisk being guarded by 2 robots. I gunned those suckers down, no problem, activating the obelisk and opening the path forward. I grabbed some more bombs and continued to follow the conveyor belt down. Here, I saw the true horror of this place. Thousands of fox batteries lined the floors. What were they doing here? What were they powering? I grabbed the checkpoint and unlocked a door, opening up the mysterious purple fast travel room from earlier. Further along the path, I ran into the keeper for the 3rd and final key. The boss scavenger. But now, with the power of gun, this fight was gonna be— oh my god, she also has a gun! In all honesty, this fight wasn't too bad compared to the others. She had a shoot attack, some bombs, a big laser sword that did an AoE, but all said and done, it actually took me the least amount of attempts out of all the big bosses so far. That is still quite a few, by the way. I'm not very good at video games. This attempt here hurt especially bad.
No! Fuck! Do you see how much health he had? No! Oh, that sucks.
On my final attempt, I yet again found myself with no healing left and a fraction of health. But I managed to cinch out the victory.
Yes! Fuck yeah.
I take the time to pray in front of this fool, which kind of feels like Lil Dude's version of a teabag, and claim the third and final key. After grabbing the key, I fast travel back to the quarry to tie up some loose ends.
Wait, let's be chill. I forgot to put my mask on.
I head up the left-hand side, finding a pathway up above the monastery. This leads to the top of the mountain, where the mysterious mountain door sits. There's also a manual page here, with yet another big reveal.
I put the fucking coin in the well.
That's right. The idea I had at the very beginning, and I never tried for some reason, was correct. On the other side was some hints that might be useful later. Following the path back down the mountain connects me back to the overworld, which I would have discovered way earlier if I had just gone up that staircase. Past Angus, I'm sorry. I know the past is the past, and nothing can change it, but I just need you to know, you're stupid. With all 3 keys, I head back inside the temple and slot them into place. Finally, it was time to get some answers.
Yeah, what? Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Or maybe not. I wandered around for a bit trying to figure out what happened until eventually I remembered something. Ghost Mama was surrounded by a similar shape that was connected to the keys. It was time to go check in on our dear old mom.
Oh shit, Big Fox is gone.
With Ghost Mama missing, there was only really one place I could think of her to be. I headed to the center of the fast travel hub and went into the sword room. And there she was.
Are we about to fucking fight? No! Oh, yeah, I thought you were my mom!
It turns out Ghost Mama was, in fact, not Ghost Mama, but actually the heir. And using that big old moonlight greatsword, she mashed my potatoes. As the screen faded back in, I was shown a dark version of my world, one in which ghosts walked the land. And I too was a ghost, which would have been fine if it didn't hard cap my magic, stamina, and health. I began to explore, searching for answers.
4th key. Siege engine. Hero fool.
I tried to teleport back to the fast travel hub to explore, only to find the astral sea world filled with purple miasma. It seemed that I was going to have a hard time getting around this new ghost world. Heading to the bottom right of the overworld, I found a ghost bridge that wasn't there before. Heading across the bridge, I found an obelisk to activate and a trail that led south, leading me into the old burying grounds. This place, usually only accessible to ghosts, is full of all sorts of ghoulies. Bone boys, invisible specters, and ravens galore. All the while, the cathedral loomed in the distance. Yet again, I fail to remember I have a map for this place and go in completely blind. Following the purple trail, I grab a checkpoint and open a door into the main area. Hanging right, I head up this ladder, grab a new coaster, and encounter my first invisible threat.
What am I meant to do? Just run? Oh god. Oh, I pissed so many people off.
Amongst the chaos, I managed to grab some loot and another gold coin and escape down this side passage. There, I managed to grab another coaster. A little further up, I finally run into another well, which allows me to test the theory I had so long ago. I equip the coin and... After a few flips, I unlock 2 new coaster slots.
Now we gotta figure out what they actually do.
This time, going straight, I continue deeper into the swamp, discovering if I block and then hit the invisible enemies, they become visible, allowing me to fight back. After clearing out some ghosties, I find an obelisk in the center, which I activate, then head up right, where I find 2 coins, a strawberry, and this beautiful view of the cathedral. Wrapping around to the front, I find the path to the cathedral. Why is that so hard? Wrapping around to the front, I find the path to the cathedral lit up, and a sneaky little shortcut. I stop by the checkpoint to heal up and head inside. Inside, I find mindless husk foxes that look a little too much like Lil Dude for my taste, praying to a fox holding a purple crystal. This disturbs me greatly, so I murder them. Heading right, I find more clones of Lil Dude gathered around a pool of purple liquid, so I quickly dispatch of them and keep heading upward. I wrap around to this walled-off area from before, where I find a hot pepper and a staircase leading further up. Up here, I find a group of ravens who give me a hard time, some blueberries, some bombs, and a shortcut back to the checkpoint from the left. Continuing on, I find even more clones, these guys able to roll just like me, and a laser room leading to a strawberry, and this.
Dude's getting fucking crucified. What the hell?
Down from the crucifixion room, I appear in the main room above this statue, where I activate a pillar that summons a lift. Upon returning to the crucifixion room,
Hey, where did he go?
I quickly beeline it for the elevator and descend deeper into the cathedral. Here, I grab a quick checkpoint and fall off a ladder into what could only be a boss room.
Oh no.
But rather than one big boss, this fight functions a little differently. There are 7 statues at the back of the room that need to be activated in order to progress. The order you fight them is entirely up to you, with one of the statues giving you a healing refill as well. You can choose from sword guys, bot boys, froggy fellas, wizard dudes, the skeletal squad, or 2 garden knights. It seems simple, right?
No. Wow, that sucks. Fuck. Are you shitting me? Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, god damn it.
God damn it.
That's fine. Everything's fine. God, the worst part is just how long the attempts take. No way. What was that? What was that? Why did I just do that? What was that? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. I'm actually so bad at video games. I don't think I deserve the title video game analyst anymore. I'm a shell of a man. Oh, I can't believe it. Okay. One left. Do not sell. I choked this fight so many goddamn times, and it takes forever each time. I got to the final statue, I can't even remember, a stupid amount of times before I finally won. It was agony. Eventually, I figured out that it was best to quickly dispatch the fairies first, then go for the garden knights, who were arguably the hardest fight, and then the rest were all about even. With everything finally playing out how I needed it to, I was victorious. I'm not fumbling today. I am not fumbling today. Christ. And my god, the agony was worth it. Okay, I got a cool hat. I can... Oh, yes. This was the Crown of Light, which allowed me to teleport short distances and across gaps. I'm sure I don't even have to explain why that's so good. Oh my god, yes. Oh, this is so awesome. Oh, this is so cool.
Immediately, it proved its value when I returned to one of the heroes' graves. Remember this room from earlier? Now, with the crown, I could teleport across the gaps and grab the items, bagging my first one and restoring my stamina points.
Well, you know what I need to do now. It's time to go get the rest.
Yes, in order to progress and escape my ghost form, I would have to revisit every hero's grave across my journey and collect the pieces of my corporeal form. Using my teleport, I zipped my way out of the swamp and back into the overworld, where I remembered all those manuals that were just out of reach. Now, being able to cross the gaps, I went one by one picking them up. This one here showed me this beautiful double spread of little dudes squaring up to Ghost Mama, with the other side giving me some info on data management? Okay, nerd, I'm a theater major. I'm not reading this comp-sci shit. This manual gave me more lore, displaying the poor crucified fox, the terrible fate that befell the Fox Society, and how the heir and little dude tied into it all. It seems that the heir was imprisoned as some sort of barrier to keep out those robot dudes. Now, perhaps the barrier was weakening and the heir was looking for a worthy successor, aka me. Or maybe that's completely wrong. I honestly have no idea. This manual on the fountain showed me how my normal, ghost, and golden forms differentiate from each other, as well as the truth behind the Holy Cross, something that had been mentioned a few times in the manual already. It turns out the Holy Cross was the D-pad all along. No way. Using the code written out on this page, I tried inputting it in front of the door I couldn't open earlier. Lo and behold, no way. What? Inside, I grabbed another manual page which hinted at more hidden codes throughout the game, and boy howdy was there going to be more codes. It also mentioned the Golden Path, an even bigger secret I was yet to find. On the other side, it gave a possible option for clearing the game. Take your rightful place. Back over this way, this bridge brought me to my freaky homie, who gave me a manual page with more secret hints and a helpful little guide showing me where all the heroes' graves were located. With this in mind, I continued my quest. First, I went to the West Garden, passing by this abomination,
Ooh, well, that ain't right.
and restoring my defense. Then I headed up to the Quarry, where things were all sorts of fucked up. I got fucked up, and then I fucked this guy up.
Alright, dude. Think just because you're scary and tough, I'm gonna let you walk all over me? Think again, man. Got him.
Defeating him allowed me to continue on and restore my potion power. Next was the Eastern Vault Grave, restoring my HP.
Feels good to be back.
Then back to the Grand Library, where I had a quick chat with my favorite nerd, walloped some scary guard dudes, and restored my magic points. Last but not least, I needed to go to the Eastern Forest, which was blocked by this purple goo. Luckily, this page of the manual gave me a clue. In the fast travel hub between these two pads, there was a secret passage, which allowed me to teleport to the Eastern Forest and restore my attack. Finally, I was back to full power. And you know I also stopped along the way for plenty of plundering.
Secret.
Getting the Flame Sword card, some bluebies, a gold coin, a mushroom, and lots of money. With my strength restored, I returned to my house to see all my items neatly placed around the room. I tucked myself into bed and prepared myself for the fight to come. Back in the Astral Sea, the heir waited for me. The heir was yet another tough fight. With the Moonlight Greatsword in hand, the heir had a multitude of sword attacks, projectiles, and AoEs. But with some luck, gumption, and a little bit of skill, I finally managed to beat him.
Bro. I just brute forced that so hard. Oh shit, he's got a phase 2. Okay. Alright, well. Okay, well I didn't know he had a phase 2. Feeling a little foolish.
Now, the heir's sword glowed? Glue? Is it glue or glowed? The heir's sword shone purple. Shone? Oh my god. The heir's sword was now purple, amping their attacks and leaving purple miasma in their wake. It honestly wasn't that different from the first phase, but the lack of healing was hurting.
Yeah, I deserve that. That doesn't seem fair. That's not fair. What does he get to do that? Terrible attempt. I just ran out of stamina, and then how do you parry in this game? Are those just happening? Oh, those just happening forever now. Got it. Very cool. Yeah, that tracks. Playing like a sloppy jalopy. Bad time to dodge. Oh, I'm dead. Dude, he just fucking put me in a corner and shot the shit out of me. Great, perfect.
I tried again and again and again, this attempt cutting especially deep.
No. Wait, I can't. Oh no. Shit. Ah, shit. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's probably the worst thing I could have done.
But finally, something clicks.
I'm understanding. Damn, that is a crazy damage buff. The peril ring just gives me crazy damage.
This was the secret to my success all along. And with that in mind, I started purposefully staying at low health rather than healing. Though it was risky, the damage boost was insanely worth it.
No way. Don't choke. Don't choke.
With one final bomb, the heir was defeated. And I, a worthy successor, took her place.
Yes, let's go. Dude, the peril ring is crazy. No way he's got a third phase. Oh, shit. No, ghost mom. Whoa. Wait, what? Are we imprisoned now? Oh, shit. Well, that sucks.
So clearly that was not the good ending, and there was still a lot more to do.
Gotta run it back.
It was time to make like Jim Carrey and riddle this out. First, I returned to this door behind my house that I was stuck at earlier. Now armed with partial knowledge of the Holy Cross, I got in, nabbing page 52 in the manual. This was the memo page, which revealed even more secrets to be explored. The first one that caught my eye was this windmill, which asked me to put in directional inputs that correlated to the notches on the windmill's arms. I headed back down to the ruined town and gave it a go.
Okay, I guess I'm pulling out the pen and paper. My pencil. Shit. Get ready to write it down. Down, across. Oh.
Completing this puzzle netted me my first of 12 secret treasures. This is also the point where the Holy Cross finally clicked in my mind. You see, at first I thought it was just this one code, but it turns out it was a pathway to solving many different codes. All across the map, there were these patterns that looked like this, or maybe this, or this, and to solve them, you needed to start at the first point and input the correct directional inputs. This mechanic became essential for the back half of the game, and is used in so many cool and creative ways. I tried out some more of the secret codes on the memo page, the first allowing me to quickly heal myself, and the other I could not for the life of me figure out.
Something to do with a flower? Across, down, across. That didn't do anything. What is that? I don't even know where that is.
After sick of being puzzled, I went to the nearest checkpoint and leveled up my potion strength and magic points to 4. Now that I understood that each pattern required a different directional input, I headed up to the golden statue near the top of the mountain. Upon punching in the right combo, I got page 48 and 49 of the manual. Page 48 mentioned a final treasure, which gave me a checklist of 20 items to complete, and on 49, a large puzzle that I could only guess to be the Golden Path.
Oh, Christ.
I quickly zipped up to the mountain door to try some things out.
So, what am I doing? Is there some sort of pattern? Could be like, it has to be divisible by 3?
I was completely lost. Twiddling my thumbs a little bit, I ended up just looking back through the booklet, when I found this page again. Intrigued by the golden question mark, I tried loading up a new game, only to find a new save file. Loading into it, I was dropped down into a top-down map with a whole new little dude. New items, new stats, new everything. I was a little confused at first, but then I noticed the large golden path that I walked across. Figuring it was important, I wrote it down on a sticky note, but I didn't know quite where to use it. I tried it in front of the mountain door, but it didn't work, so I guess we'll have to come back to that later. After that, I dicked around at the top of the mountain for a second, gave up, and continued my search for more secrets elsewhere. It was starting to set in how much more I had to do.
These are all the fucking secrets. Oh, fuck. Oh, we got a lot ahead of us.
I quickly dropped some coins into a well, bringing up my total to 9, which will be important for an achievement later, and wandered into this room here. Now that my eyes were trained for these codes, I was starting to see patterns everywhere. I punched in this code, opened the door, and grabbed secret treasure number 1. After that, I kept moving down, remembering the random water room from earlier. You see those patterns on the wall? Do those seem familiar? It's a code. It's a code. It's all a code. I whipped out my sticky notes and pencil and quickly recreated the lines on a flat surface. Then, after a bit of chicanery...
Oh, this is so hard. Okay, maybe I just need to draw the actual map itself. Oh, shit. I lost it. Let's try again. Down, then across. Shit, I lost it again. This is fucking with my head.
I cracked it.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god, that was about to bust my fucking brain.
However, inside this chest wasn't the secret treasures that I was used to, rather one of 20, yes, 20 fairies that I had to free around the map. So let's recap now really quick. In order to get all the achievements, I was going to have to free 20 fairies, find 12 secret treasures, complete the manual, and... yes, we will get to you soon, bastard. On the hunt for more secrets in the West Garden, I happened to stumble across another manual page I was missing, eventually figuring out that to get it, I needed to activate this obelisk, fast travel to this newly activated pad, and then teleport over to it. This page revealed the true ending of the game, asking Lil Dude to use the power of the Holy Cross and to follow the Golden Path. On the other side, I learned another extremely valuable piece of information, the Seeking spell. With this code, I was able to summon tiny golden lights that led me to the nearest fairy. This was, of course, absolutely crucial. I headed back into the old town to begin my hunt, where immediately the lights brought me to my bedroom. With my new Holy Cross knowledge, the code was painfully clear. The kind of thing that makes you slap your head and say, "How didn't I see this sooner?" This will happen a lot, actually. This code interestingly had these little notches in the middle of the lines, and Past Angus hit the nail on the head.
I wonder if this pattern just means you have to press it twice. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was 2 of 20 fairies down. Next, the lights brought me to this corner here. First, I thought this was the flower code from the memo page, but after that didn't work, I was kind of stumped.
I mean, there's a doorway. Like, it looks like there's a doorway here. I literally don't know what to do. Oh, shit. Could I blow it up? No way.
Good old dumb luck, if I'm being honest. Inside, I found a floating cube, and again, the code was fairly simple. All I had to do was pay attention to the directions the cube was spinning, and write down the code, and I was good to go.
Okay, I got it. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Boom. Next, the lights took me to the fairy room itself. Remember that super cool bowl from earlier where I threw that ice bomb? It turns out this was actually the meeting place for the fairies. Neat. On the wall was this drawing of what looked like a fox, part of it being obscured by rocks. After stitching the available segments together, I was left with another directional input code. Bing bang boom, fairy number 4. The gold lights then led me right, back inside the main temple. Immediately I recognized the pathway on the floor to be another code.
Oh, boom. Perfect. Give me another.
Yes, I had caught the puzzle-solving bug. I cannot stress how fun this part of the game was. Something about revisiting old areas and discovering patterns that were hiding in plain sight is so satisfying. Next, the lights took me further right to this platform here, where the flower hint finally began to make sense. But rather than it being a code itself, it was a hint for how to solve this type of puzzle. Beginning at the pink flower, all I needed to do was draw a line that connected all the white flowers by 90-degree angles. The path that I was left with was the directional input code. Punching that in got me fairy number 6. The lights then took me upwards behind this waterfall. Inside, an enemy walked about in a set cycle. And yeah, you guessed it, the path he walked was the code. Fairy 7 done. Next, down near the start under this bridge was a chest floating in midair. To get there, you had to walk an invisible path. The chest itself just had some gems inside, but if I mapped out the invisible path and input those directions, the secret fairy was revealed. A little to the left along the beach was another flower puzzle, which I solved real quick.
Easy. Too easy.
And then a little bit more to the left was this cave that I had somehow missed. Fighting through a few auto bolts, I was rewarded with an hourglass that could literally slow down time.
That seems really strong.
I, of course, had already beaten the final boss, so it was essentially useless. Though behind it was a familiar code which opened up this room here. Inside stood an unassuming tower with nothing on top, but after passing these 2 random blue lines, it became obvious what I had to do. The tower itself was the code, with each direction being an input. After running back and forth a few times, I had mapped it out, putting in the code and getting the fairy. All of a sudden, I was halfway there. Continuing up north, I made my way to this fountain here, where I was stumped for quite a while. After staring at my computer screen for what felt like a millennia, I finally figured it out. These tiles placed around the fountain were numbered 1 through 7, each on a specific direction. All I needed to do was punch those directions in order, and the fairy was mine.
That's crazy. That one was hard, dude. Let's keep going.
At this point, I felt like my third eye was opening. I was seeing the patterns everywhere. When the fairies led me somewhere, I knew exactly what to do. Here, the moss called my name. Here, the floor tiles spoke to me. Even the carpet held secrets woven into its threads. The flowers and candles chatted idly of cosmic revelation. The rocks connected like stars in the sky. I had ascended. I was limitless.
I don't see shit. I don't see anything. Are you fucking serious? Okay.
Okay, yeah, 3 of these fairy puzzles really stumped me. First was this weird statue one, which gave me this wall of text that I had no idea what to do with. I stared at this for fucking years before I figured it out.
Oh shit. I think that's meant to be like a compass. And then this shit. You gotta be kidding me. That's actually crazy. And each one corresponds to a fucking symbol. Yeah. It's north, south, east, west. Okay, let me write all this shit down. There we go. Boom. Next was this golden statue those two guys were looking at, which required me to go back and look at all the broken pieces of it along the coast and stitch them together. No shot I'm doing all that. I'm sorry, there's no way I'm doing all that. I'm gonna be honest, I looked up this code. I know I'm a cheat, I'm a hack, but at this point I'd be doing this for so many hours and I figured out what I needed to do. I just didn't want to do it. I was lazy, okay? I'm lazy. I will take that criticism fair and square. Lastly was this one. Okay, I genuinely had no fucking clue what to do here. I thought about it for ages. And, you know, with the last one, I did figure it out and I just didn't want to do the legwork. But this one, I have no excuse. I truly had no idea. So upon looking it up, I found out that I had to come here at night while the ghosts were out, which required me to go back to my bedroom, go to sleep, and then come back. And then there'd be this cute little dude doing this 4-directional dance. After writing the directions down, I put the code in and I got the final fairy. With that, I had finally collected all 20 fairies, netting me secret treasure number 7, and the back page of the manual. This page would be extremely helpful later, as it gives me specific clues towards the locations of the remaining secret treasures. It also had this, which I can only imagine is a reference sheet for decoding the written language of Tunic, which is called Tunic, by the way. It's a combination of runes and Tunic. I think that's super cute. Now only one page remained, and I had a sneaking suspicion of where to get it. It was time for me to conquer the golden path and open the door atop the mountain. But how was I going to do it? The answer lied within this golden box, a 5x5 with numbers in each slot. At first, I thought it was a math puzzle. Perhaps something connected the numbers together, making a path to follow through them. But the truth was much more complex and so much cooler than that. You see, each of these numbers correlated to a page in the manual, and within each of those pages, there lay a hidden golden path. Much like many other things in this game, it was in front of my face the entire time. All I had to do was look. I flipped through the manual like a madman, finding path after path after path, placing them into the 5x5 grid. This one was in the background, this one embedded into the map itself, this one was in the sun, and this one hid in the margins. Thin, golden lines hid in every corner of this manual, guiding me to the answer. That random save file we explored earlier, that was the golden path for this page. Eventually, I had reached the final page, and in my hands, I held the completed golden path. All that was left was to plug it in. Okay, wait. It didn't work. It didn't work. I think I did it backwards. Whoops. Okay, let's give that another go. Oh my god, there we go. It worked. It worked. Finally, I had opened the mountain door, and at the top, the final piece, the front page of the Tunic game manual. Dear player, you've come a long way, haven't you? You probably found a lot of secrets. Maybe you stumbled across a hidden trophy room. Perhaps you even freed every fairy. We hope you've had fun, but there's at least one more thing for you to do. If this is your final page, you should pay a visit to a certain someone and share your wisdom. Thank you so much for playing. That's right. Now with the completed manual in hand, it was time to revisit the heir.
Yeah, so Ghost Mama actually was my mom, which I totally did not know. And after showing her this cool manual I made, we broke the cycle and freed her. The end credits played again, but rather than last time with a cold, empty world, this time, Lil Dude and Mama were together, dancing, watching TV, making snow angels in the ground. It wasn't an empty world. It was a world filled with joy. Which we're not allowed to feel yet, because we still have 12 achievements left. No time for dancing with Mama. My first goal was to get all the remaining secret treasures. For this, I would be using the back page of the manual, which clues me in on where to find them. At this point, I started looking at the achievements to see which percentage of players had completed each puzzle in order to kind of gauge how difficult they were going to be. With that in mind, I started hunting. First, I started with secret treasure number 6, which is hinted at here. This setup here turned out to be in the lower forest, where slime sat out of reach up high. To get up there, I would have to fire the ice dagger and the fire wand at the same time, which charged the fire wand bolt with the freezing property of the dagger. Doing this allowed me to use the enemy as an anchor for the tentacle whip, pulling me up to the platform. This combination was hinted at here. This series of inputs was a little tricky at first, where on the first try I mistimed it and pulled him down to me instead, but on the second try I nailed it and grabbed secret treasure number 6. Next, I went for secret treasure 11, which led me to page 32. At this point, I realized most of the secret treasure hints were written in pen over the top of the pages, this hint being an arrow placed on the map. Following the map led me to this secret passage here, and into a room full of leaf piles. After clearing 3 of them out, and a sneaky 4th one, I was rewarded with the Dusty achievement and secret treasure number 11. Secret treasure 12 was next, being hinted at on page 41, and similar to the last puzzle, it was a simple arrow on the map. Going to this place here, in the fast travel hub, I was able to teleport across and claim my prize. Next was secret treasure number 9, indicated on page 11. This was another fairly simple one, with the pen marks showing a code over the prize/treasure section. Heading back to that location in the overworld, I punched in the code and revealed the chest. Treasure number 5, hinted at on page 39, led me to the swamp, the pen marks indicating 4 skulls. I arrived there quickly and found the skulls, but what did I need to do with them? I was stumped until Lady Luck intervened.
Is that what I gotta do?
After accidentally bumping this one into this hole, I figured maybe that's where all the other ones need to go as well. So I began painstakingly rolling the skulls into the hole. This one was easy enough, and this one required a little bit of work, but the last one, I could not find it anywhere.
You guys seen a golden skull? I got 3. Okay, I'm looking for the 4th one, and I literally have no idea where this guy is. Like, is it up here? Oh, I bet it is. Okay. Alright, well, I'll go around.
I searched for ages, zipping about the swamp back and forth, but to no avail.
Where's this last skull? Dude, I literally can't find it. I'm lost.
Eventually, I did indeed look it up, and in classic Tunic fashion, it was hidden right under my nose.
In the water? In the water, apparently. Well, let's take a look. It was...
With a little more finagling, okay, a lot more finagling, the physics on these skulls was truly awful.
Is it stuck? What is happening? Can't tell if I'm moving it or not. Okay, I'm just gonna reload. Oh, thank God. This sucks. Oh my fucking God. Please, skull. Yep. Holy crap. I was about to lose my goddamn mind.
Secret number 8 was next, and damn, this was a tricky one. Hinted at on page 28 and 34, this puzzle repurposed the compass from earlier, showing a musical note for each direction. Either an ascending note, a descending note, a repeated note, or a singular note. Then, on page 28, this arrow brought me to the wind chime. Now all I had to do was turn down the music volume and listen to the pattern of notes.
So it's going dun 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 dun.
I felt like a fucking genius figuring this one out. It was super fun. Secret treasure number 8 was done, only 3 more to go. Next, I set my sights on number 10, whose hint lied on 34. This was another classic arrow situation.
Oh, easy.
So the treasure was mine in no time. Now I only had number 2 and number 4. And again, I'm gonna be honest, I had to look these ones up. I am very proud of the ones that I was able to figure out on my own. I spent a lot of time in this playthrough just staring at my screen or writing down notes and just trying to figure stuff out by myself, but there were some of these that I simply did not have the bandwidth for. But here they are. Number 2 first required me to return to the cathedral, at night specifically, and press on this entirely unassuming door in this room, which upon entering led me through this cavern and across this bridge of light, where I then had to input this code on the back wall. This would then open a secret passageway that I could enter from the back during the daytime, which removed the ghost bridge and allowed me to access the chest. This one wasn't so bad, but it was just a lot of moving parts that I couldn't figure out. Now number 4 was even worse. This treasure was hinted at on page 52, by this star here. At a certain point, I did figure out that I had to submerge the page in water for around 60 seconds, which I tried, but it didn't seem to work. It turns out I was only half right. After looking it up, I discovered I not only had to submerge myself in water for 60 seconds, but also turn the volume down to 0, hence the shh part. This would then reveal a chunk of text on the first page next to this star here, which would give me a code. But if I wanted to access this code, I would have to translate the entire Tunic language.
How do I read that? I don't know how to read this shit. I can't. I'm looking this up. I'm sorry, I'm looking that up.
So after just looking up the translation for the code, I figured it out, and then grabbed the final secret treasure. Finally, I had grabbed all 12. I headed back to the secret treasure room to admire my work to find a secret portal had opened up. This led into an even more mysterious room, where lit up panels and glyphs floated in the air.
Okay. So we get a cool room.
It turns out that this room ends up being an even more complex puzzle, which involves learning Tunic, visiting websites, analyzing sound data, which contains a whole nother language that the game uses called Tunic, which is a combination of tune and Tunic, obviously, and much, much more. This is undeniably incredible and a huge testament to the developers for putting in this much work. But for me,
I don't know what any of this shit means. I'm out.
So with that done, I only had 3 achievements left. Bring it to the wrong fight, well done, and too cute to smash. Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you so fucking much. Now you may be asking, Video Game Angus, why do you hate this achievement so much? Well, it's simple really. This achievement requires you to hold 10 effigies in your inventory at once. This of course is fine. If I had read the achievement beforehand, I of course did not, and haphazardly smashed every single one I had ever gotten. And now, with no way of getting those back, and there only being 12 on the map in total, I was fucked. My only saving grace was that I could do this in New Game Plus, which allowed me to keep my tentacle whip, saving me God knows how much time, but even still, this achievement added an additional 3 hours to my runtime alone. Anyway, here it is in about 10 seconds.
There we go. Finally got it. Too cute to smash. Have 10.
Oh. You should smash it.
I should smash it. Boom.
Well done required me to make 15 wishes. This achievement also was a disaster, mainly because I didn't understand how it worked. Initially, I thought it was just 15 total and I could work across multiple save files, so I spent a decent amount of time in the New Game Plus grabbing coins as well.
Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't tell me it's gotta be on the same save. It's all gotta be on the same save. I'ma lose my mind, man. Okay. It's all gonna be on the same save. It does, yeah, no. That totally makes perfect sense. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Thankfully, I only had 5 left to grab on the main save file anyway, so it wasn't so bad.
Boom. All right.
Honestly, the worst part was there only being 17 coins total on the map. And of course, I had no idea which ones I had grabbed or not during the playthrough.
Okay, I think we go to the beneath the well.
It's our first stop in this adventure. I think we'll get 2 from there. Shit.
I already got that one.
Shit, I did get this one. In the end, my favorite little freak came in clutch selling me my final coin.
Whew. Okay, mister. Give me a gold coin, sir. I would like 1 gold coin, please.
Also, side note, I had somehow missed this entire room that allowed me to fully customize Little Dude's outfit.
What is this now? Dude, what? I can change my guy? I can be like a white fox. I can be a gray fox. Whoa. Look at how cool I look.
I played dress up for a little bit before dunking my change down the well.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one.
Woohoo! With that complete, I was done with my original save file, and only one achievement remained. Bring It to the Wrong Fight asks you to imagine a world where Lil Dude said no. I will not be Link from Legend of Zelda. I'd much rather be Doom Guy and blow these bastards to Kingdom Come. Rather than grabbing the sword first, in this save I'll need to beeline for the gun instead. Now this did come with some downsides. It meant that my only weapon would be the stick, and that I wouldn't be able to chop those pesky hedges. Finding myself in a new save, I immediately grabbed the stick, then went up through the center, using this passage under the waterfall, to loop around this way. My first task was to figure out a way down into the ruined town. To do this, I dropped this bridge, and then this one, then lured one of these sword guys into cutting the hedge. From there, I ran down to the beach and used this secret ladder to make my way to the ruined atoll. To get to the quarry and get the gun, I only needed one item, the magical purple tentacle orb. I headed straight into the frog domain, and with no ability to heal and no defensive items, I immediately died.
Up. God damn it. No. This is gonna suck more than I thought.
On take 2, I was a little more evasive, making it deeper inside and nabbing the checkpoint. Here, the game kinda changed genre for a while, as I stealthed my way through the amphibian lair, sneaking right under the froggy fella's tongues. I quickly opened this gate, then ran through the explosion room to unlock this shortcut. This turned out to be a good move.
Oh god.
I didn't stand a chance. Using the shortcut and jumping back into the fray, I just barely managed to grab the orb before death.
I got it. That's all I needed. I can die now.
With my tentacle whip in hand, I made my way back to the overworld and through to the quarry.
To the quarry I go. Oh, this next area is gonna suck.
Oh, how right you are, Past Angus. The quarry was going to be tough for 2 main reasons. 1, the purple crystals would be constantly draining my health, and 2, without any health or defense upgrades, I was permanently one-shottable by the long-range gunners.
No, how am I possibly going to do this?
After many a death, I decided that I would either have to be extremely lucky or a little bit scummy. So I did turn on the no-fail mode, ran my invincible ass down there, and grabbed the gun.
Go. Yes, I didn't even get it. I at least want the gun. God damn it. Okay, I at least want to have the gun. Yay, we did it.
And that was 36 out of 36 achievements. All in all, Tunic took me a solid 16 hours to complete, and I loved every second. When I think of the pinnacle of game design, this will be the title I think of for years to come. Super fun gameplay, brilliant music and art direction, and absolutely inspired puzzles. This game had it all.